Hi friend, it's Amy with Renewing Stitches. How are you? I am well. I am very well. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not going to apologize. I had a full day yesterday and thought I was going to be able to record, and I was not able to. But it was all good things, and I'm thankful to be here now. So, hi. Glad you're here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Welcome to some new subscribers. Hi, friend. A couple new. So, hello. Thank you for joining me, listening to me talk about my stitching and my projects and some house stuff thrown in. You see, I'm in front of the bed again. This is not. I don't know how much longer I can do this. My legs are going to fall asleep. I may have to move here shortly, but I was going to be over there, but it's the way the lighting is. It's raining outside. Well, it's sprinkling. It's not raining, and so the clouds are darker, and the way the lights in the room are, I have better light over here than I do over there. So I'm here on the floor in front of my bed with a new. It's not new. It's a different bedspread and another quilt from my mom. But I had to change it. It's not the wonderful quilt from the 50s or 60s of my great-grandmother's. It's not good for photoing. It kind of it distracts from the room. So I put it away and put on my generic gray one, and I put this on top because I'm cold sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. But I did want to share with you the other quilt that I have of my great-grandmother's, all polyester, warm and heavy, and out of fabric that I believe was their clothing that they weren't using anymore. But several of the, I'm trying to get that off, several of the fabrics here are also used on the other quilt, the bow tie one. So this is a crazy quilt, but it's not. It's not randomly crazy. It's crazy within the squares. So let me see if I can get a good, there we go. So you can kind of see it's squares, it's in pieces, but it's randomly sewed. So I have all of this fabulous fabric. I mean, I don't know, that might have been a tie. Maybe, I don't know. That one, the strawberry one, probably for my aunt. That one might have been for her. I've seen a lot of that. This one, I remember my grandmother having some of this fabric right here. Anyway, I love it. Let's see, in the back is this beautiful bra. But it's wonderful. I love it. Some of it, I mean, it's not all polyester. A good chunk of it is. Some of it is a cotton. That one's pretty. I don't know if you see that. And I love that blue too. Anyway, so they're in the squares, but they're randomly sewn together, just however she did. So that's the other blanket that I have of hers. Warm, also a king size. It's pretty big. Oh, look at that one. Look at this fabric. I haven't seen this one. Right there. Blue and white flowers. This one looks like a tie also right here. One of his ties. Fine. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you, and I'm going to switch legs. Oh. Okay. So, what have I done since I've seen you last? And I have some time. I'm not rushing on this one. I have some time to visit, chit chat. If you want to see stitching, just kind of scoot forward just a few minutes because I don't usually chit chat very long. But let's see, house stuff. We met the septic guy on Saturday. We had a flag football game, and then we met the septic guy. It seemed like every day's been busy. And he has to do the permitting on digging and putting in the septic. We're on we're on 50 acres, and they don't do leach fields anymore. I don't know if anywhere in the United States, but not in Texas. So he's putting in an aerobic system, and we've got to get permits to aerobic size, and then also for him to tell the state that he is putting in what he says he's going to put in, and going to take care of it, and we're agreeing to take care of it as well. So septic is on the horizon, probably 4 weeks or so. And what else? I met the countertop lady yesterday, picked out the countertops. Pleased with those. The house interior hasn't changed. They still have painted. They have all the paint just about done except for the touch-ups. We have the shower picked out, the tile for the shower picked out, and sinks. We've got to go get the sinks and the faucets and the hardware and the lights and the fans. And then I think we're done deciding everything, which is good. This last little bit has been a lot of decisions. So thinking maybe June, maybe May. I don't know. Depends on the weather. We're, here it's going to start to get rainy and squishy, and if he can't get the septic in, then, or trenched from the road, the water trenched from the road and the septic in, then we're just waiting until it dries a little bit for him to get back there. So that's house stuff. Family's good. Everybody's good. So I keep track of my stitching in this book, and I know people show their books, but it's not anything to write home about. It is a bullet journal, I believe. It's got the dots. Yeah, it's got the dots. So I do a calendar on one side and then what I've worked on the other side. And that's it. I only stitched 4 days this past week. And it's not even days. It's like evenings. I take that back. No, I did. That's right, 4 days. So it wasn't a whole lot. But I did get some stitching, and I'm going to share. I have a new start. I'll start with that one. What else? That's all. And then I keep my I Spy prompts on these cards, and I don't think I filled that out. So, I might have to squish everything into next week, because I don't think I filled anything out for this week. So that'll be interesting. We'll see how that works. I've only got 3 to do. 1, 2, 3. The Shaped Like a Piece of Pie, 4 Repeating Elements, and something you'd see in a Dr. Seuss book, which is fun. Well, they're all fun, but anyway. That's from Laura, Stitchin by the Shore. Hi, friend. I'll always link her below, so you'll see her there. And then at the end, I keep a record of how many finishes I get done. Just as I finish them, I put, see, this says 2025 and March, because before it has all of previous years. So so as I finish it, I'll mark it in the back. I only do new starts. I only note them at the front. I don't do new starts in the back. It's just I need it to be a little simpler at this time. So, and I found them, luckily. So I have not kept good notes this last week, but there are notes. Okay, new start. Excuse me, my throat did the little funny throat thing. Okay, did I have... Let's see, I also try to keep notes on the back of my projects, my paper projects, so I can remember what the count of fabric is and if anything's changed and who I'm stitching with. I don't have it consistent across the board, so as I come up with one that is not written on the back, I either have a sticky note or write it on the back of the paper. But this one's new, so it doesn't have that yet. I started Butterflies in Flowers from Durene Jones. I started it last week. with Karen Stitching Owl and Laura Stitching by the Shore, Mary Stitching Corner, hi Mary, and other Karen, and then also Rachel Q started it also. I started it Thursday night, and I spent some time on Friday on it. Thursday was pretty full. I thought it wasn't going to be. I guess that's the that's the way they're going. I think the days are okay, but they end up being full. Anyway, I started this, and I'm stitching it on, I don't know, what is this? 18 count white Aida. Let's see. This is just off of Etsy, and it's blues and purples. I'm going to be cutting off the corners and just hooping it, so it'll just be the outside. So what I did was just do the 310, the black, and it's mostly half stitch. I have started going in and crossing the stitch, but I have mostly half stitched it just to make sure I have everything placed right. Excuse me. And then I'll go back and do the full cross. So, and I don't have my board, but that's okay. It's over there. This is my start. So this is all of the outline, the black from the first page, the 310 from the first page. And then I went down. This is part of that pain break. I wanted to make sure it lined up. This chart, I don't use Pattern Keeper or Markup XP or anything. I just use paper. I may get into that later, but right now it's just paper. Excuse me while I move my leg again. And so I wanted to make sure I had it lined up over here when I started that bottom page, and then the next page as well. So this is the start of the butterfly, and you see the leaf. So that is my start. I don't know. I'm not going to say what I will or won't do. I may go to the next page and do the outline, or I may fill this in and then go to the next page and do the outline. I've enjoyed just doing the 310. It'll be easy to fill in, seeing all of that. So, see, they're all half stitches. I'll go and cross them. The veins in the leaf are crossed. And, no, that's it. Just the veins in the leaf. So, that's my start. Very excited about that. And it'll be, oops, see, it should fit. I'm pretty sure it will. It's gonna hoop. Yeah, it'll fit. Here's my start where it wasn't gonna fit. I was starting on the leaf and realized it was gonna be too high up here to not, it wouldn't grab the hoop if I had done it. So I started pulling out and thought, I'm not gonna waste time pulling out. I can do that later. And I just got that done. So that is that 18 count white Aida. DMC on page 1 so far, new start, check. Ooh, well, okay, that might be a piece of pie. I may use that as my piece of pie. I may work on that some more and use that as my piece of pie next time. Okay, next I worked on one of my ornaments. Well, actually, I finished the thread on that one and started again. Okay, I'll show you the tiny bit of progress I have on this one. These are the WIPGO ornaments that I'm doing from Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting Blogspot. I'll link it below also. I didn't link the exact ones, just her blog, because there's a ton, even just in Christmas, a ton. So I finished the thread here for the snow stamp. So that's it. This is a 14 count vintage taupe from Hobby Lobby, and I don't recall what, I think it's 727 is my DMC color here, but it's going to say snow, S-N-O-W. These are all free. I'm not going to show you the chart because it's over there, and it's just, I mean, it's easy to find them. But that's my little bit of progress there, but this is the one I did a little more on. This is the Prim Winter Love, I think. So I know I filled in the bow and did the this side of the branch on the outside, and the snowflakes and this tree. I can't remember if I had the bird done last time. I think I did. So I did this little bit here. this, and well, I'll just show you all of them. Yeah, this is the winter stamp. This is Prim Winter Peace. So this is this part of the series right here. So they'll go together, but not, I mean, I don't know if they'll go together or not. These will be gifted, I think. I mean, if they're not gifted, they'll be on my tree. But so there's several in the Prim Winter series. The bows and the boughs are on most of them, as well as these trees and this bird and the snowflakes. And then this is Gingerbread House, but I don't think it may be a stamp, and I just didn't put the outside on. I can't remember. And then this is Prim Winter. This is Prim Winter. No? Yes, because maybe not. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I can't remember. I'll make a note of it and have it on the list for next time. Gifts. What is it? Sharing, gifting. I'll make a note of this one too. But it's a cute little wagon with gifts and a sheep and a chicken. So this is January. These two are February, and this is March. And Jessie Marie has probably already called April numbers, but I'm going to continue working on these. I have one more week. I'm going to finish these for sure. Yes. And I have not worked on the Crocette Go-Go ornaments. I got to switch the other leg. I haven't worked on those. So those may be caught up later in the year, but I do want to keep up with these smalls this year, or not this year, through the move and the summer. Graduation, weddings, not mine or my kids, they're family, friends, and family weddings. So it's going to be busy. Showers and anyway, all that. Next is Botanical Rebel. This is from Kristin X Stitch on Etsy, and I looked up Etsy. Not yesterday. I wasn't near the computer at all. Sunday or Monday, and her shop's temporarily closed. I mean, it's there, but I guess she's taking a break. It's temporary. She's taking a break. Shop is taking a short break, something like that. But this is the pattern that I'm doing. This is Botanical Rebel, and it's in pinks. You can do it in any color. If you look so when you click on the pattern and you look at the comments below, people have posted their finishes, and it's not just pinks. There's an array of colors. So pretty. This is mine. Let me look on the back. It is on an 18 count even weave that I dyed. This is the progress that I've made. I did last week at ballroom lessons. I worked on some more of the top here. There is, I didn't reload one of the colors, this pink right here. They're all pinks, but I didn't reload that color, so I was working with what I did have. So I did, up here there is, there's a little bitty, tiny, see how some of them have it right here. Here's good right here. Like 3 little dots. There's dots everywhere. There's one up here that makes it more even. It looks kind of wonky. It looks like the top is kind of crooked, but it's not. There's a dot there. If there's not, I'm going to put one there to make it look right. And then I'm going to put one in here to kind of close the gap. And then I started down here, maybe. I don't have anything on my needle right now, which is not like me. Because I don't want to lose my needle, so I keep a thread on it. Anyway, I think I did that. So, going along good. This looks like a blue in the lighting, but it's got some green. It's more green than blue. But you can see that it's a color. So that's my progress on Botanical Rebel. That'll be, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I'm going to hoop it, but I don't know where I'm going to put it. We are a Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings family. I need to get that stitch that says, in this house we do all the things with Star Wars and Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Oh, and Narnia, all that. I just haven't got it yet. You know, and I have some things to stitch. So, maybe one day. And next. Yes, this is temperature stitching, or stitches from Stitchin Mommy. Hi, Sarah, if you're watching. I am still loving this. This is great. Specialty stitches. And when you do 28 to 31 of them, you get used to it and it's not so scary. So we're here. I don't remember the name of that stitch. A diamond eyelet. This is March, the diamond eyelet. Sarah Stitchin Mommy. She's on Etsy. This is on Etsy. I will link her Flosstube below. She's got her stuff linked there too. I've really enjoyed it. Okay. This is a, what do I have notes here? 28 count white even weave. And I'm using the varied temperature range. The it's mostly 2/2. You can hear them get the ice out of the freezer probably. That's okay. I'm using the varied temperature range. What was I going to say? Oh, most of it is 1/2 except for the border and this stitch so far. Let me get the white out of the way. So this is my progress. I had, oh, there we go. I had the border color, which is 08 in DMC. I had that on my, and I'm ending that. I'm trying to end it with that. So every time I pick it up, I start working on the border throughout and finish that whole strand and then put in the temperature stitches for the week prior and then load it up again for the next border stitch. And that seems to be working good. So I did, where was I? I know I did this part here. And then, oh, I went over and met that one and then came down and went over and down. So, and then I filled in, of course, the week. So we had 81 on Sunday. I think that's right. This is 81. And we had 61, whatever that is. Sunday, Saturday, that's Thursday. So on Thursday it was cooler. And today is, yesterday was warm. It was 80, 86, I think. Today I don't think it got out of the 70s. It's been overcast and rainy, so that's my stitch so far. I will be putting 2025 in here, and then we have April on this side. So okay. Anything else I need to tell you about that? I don't think so. The last one I worked on, these are not in any order of how I worked on them, it's just how I have them stacked. I worked on Let Freedom Ring. I'm stitching this with my in-person friends, and I have divided it into 12 sections, which I told you last time I was woefully behind. I'm still woefully behind, but I enjoy stitching it. I am up here. I am not even done with that, but that's where I am. This is 40 Count Angel by Moonshine Stitchery. I'm doing 1/2 with DMC. Yeah, 40 count. And to make sure I get the right side, I still need to pick out where I started last time. So I don't keep getting that in. All right. Here is my progress. I finished the blue flower, filled it in, started on the yellow flower. And I'll just keep going. It's not much, but it is it's a couple hundred stitches, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's 100-ish. I don't know. I stitched on it for quite a while. I had to get used to 40 count again, but after I got it, it was okay. So I'm on that yellow flower right there. No, not that one. This one over here. I start on the left-hand side. Left hand, Amy. So that one right there. Did the blue. So that is, I've got a ways to go just to get done with January. I'll just keep going anyway. But that's my progress. I'm still going to keep working on it. They are not woefully ahead. They are joyfully ahead. I am woefully behind, but that is okay. They are not going to kick me out. So that is all of my stitching. 26 minutes, yay. Plans. I have no idea. Let's see what we have this week. Picking up the Azure order this afternoon, or this evening at 6:30. And after that, I'll stitch. Tomorrow, piano lessons, so I will pick something in my bag. Probably Botanical Rebel. Excuse me. I need to get that light pink loaded on my card so I can take that with me and get that done. Finish up that one that's not finished. And then I can't remember what else is tomorrow. Probably groceries. But then I'll be able to stitch again. Friday is our youngest's birthday. And so we're going to, he wants to go to one of Guy Fieri, one of his restaurants. So we're going to go take him there. And it's going to be raining, but that's okay. It's I think it's a couple hours away. It's at least 2 hours away. No traffic, I think, because it's close to Dallas, like downtown, I think. I don't know. I've got to get that mapped out. That's on my this evening list. And then, or tomorrow. So we're celebrating him Friday. Saturday we have another flag football game if the field is not too squishy. And then we're going to celebrate with family. We usually go to my parents' house and have like a meal with my sister and her family to celebrate whoever's birthday. And then, so we'll do that hopefully Saturday. If we're not footballing, then we'll all be doing that for lunch. Go see Daddy. And did I tell you his birthday was last Friday? They're a week apart in month. Well, in days. My dad and my youngest are a week apart. In days, not not age. And so we celebrated him last week. I don't remember if I told you that or not, but what else? I don't think we have anything on the house this week. We probably will take some stuff over there since we'll be by there when we go see Mama and Daddy. Listing the house will be coming up soon. Trying to get all that figured out. And then we start it all over again. And I don't know what next week is, but I am going to stitch tonight. I'm going to stitch tomorrow. Hopefully Friday and Saturday. And hopefully, oh, I wonder, is Sandy going to have her Zoom this week? I may hop on Sandy. So Sandy's Stitchin with Sandy has a Zoom every, no, I missed it. It was last week. It's the 2nd and 4th Sundays of the month. So I'll link her below. Hi, friend. I'll link her below, and she'll tell you all about that. So I guess that's all. So I have plans, tentative plans. Thank you for your sweet comments on the whip parade, the mini whip parade. They'll be in rotation. The rest of them are already over at the barn, and I won't see them again. I can go over there and pull them out if I want, but the plan is to work on these, and then I will work on those when I get over there. So I have been listening to lots of Flosstubers as I do stuff. I am caught up with Tara Mud Creek Stitcher. Hi, Tara. With the Proverbs 31 study. That's been a blessing. I have not stitched on it, and I have not commented. That's one thing I have not been able to do as much as I want to, is comment. So when I'm watching on my computer, obviously I'll comment, but when I'm around and about and have it on my phone, I don't comment, so I'll work on that. I haven't posted yet. I wonder what I could post. I'll work on that. That's it. Oh, I need to dig up my irises. They're going with me. I will post that. I have pink and purple, not pink and purple. I have white and purple irises blooming right now, and I'm taking them with me. I hope to take all of them. I have a bunch, and I've already got some in planter boxes on the back porch. I keep looking over there because the wind is over there and I see the birds. The wind is over there too, but I don't see the birds as much as I do over there. They're on the pergola. Pergola? Yes. So I'm going to dig up, because the ground is softer now since it rained, I want to dig up the irises and get those over there. And I don't know where I'm going to put them. I'll have to move them once I get over there. But I want to get all the irises over there. Some of them are from family friends. Some of them are from grandparents. My grandfather had a I don't know what it was, what kind of iris, but it's a small purple. I have the big, deep purple ones. They're big, but it's a small purple iris, and it smells so sweet. So I have some of those, but I don't know which ones they are, because they're not all bloomed yet. And then I have some lilies out there that are in amongst the bulbs, and daffodils, and no tulips. So I haven't had tulips out there, but I do have, the daffodils are just about done. So I want to dig up all my bulbs. The garden has been weeded for the most part. There were bees in some of the flowers that were out there in there, so I didn't pull those. They're the little nettles, the purple nettle flowers, so they were in there, and I didn't want to bother those. So they'll stay for a little bit, and then I'll pull them. I will be going to get a couple of tomatoes and maybe a squash, and planting it in the garden and leaving it for, I mean, I'll take care of it until we're not here anymore, but the next family or whoever moves in will have that. They'll have whatever else is volunteer in the garden, probably more tomatoes and some okra, and there's carrots popping up, and lots of zinnias, and then the blueberries. Yeah, the blueberries are going to stay. But the blackberry bush, it's going to take over. I'm going to try to take some, but if it doesn't work out, then, I mean, I'm not going to be able to take all of it, but if it doesn't work out, I'll have to get some more blackberry. It's a thornless blackberry, and I got it from Rare Seeds. No, yeah, it's rareseeds.com, but it is, it's not Burpee. The other seed company, it's at Rare Seeds. They do heirlooms and stuff like that, so I'll get another one of those. But my rose bushes are going to have to stay. I just don't want to risk killing them, so they'll have to stay. I'll get some more rose bushes. Anyway, that's all. I will probably be outside a lot this week, so I'll get some stitching done. But I'll also be getting a lot of garden work done, and that's also lovely for my soul too. So I will stop, just chit-chatting, jabbering, and wish y'all a lovely rest of your week. Happy stitching, and let's see. I don't have a question for the comment section, but just pop in and say hi and let me know how you're doing. And I will, I'll be there in and out. I wasn't able to get to the comments until this weekend, but I read them all because they pop up. And when I'm on my phone, I can see who comments, but I have to get back on. I haven't figured out how to reply on my phone through the YouTube studio thing. So I just wait till I get on my computer. But I see them and I'm thankful for them, and I will comment back. So it might take a day or two, but I will comment back, and I enjoy visiting with y'all. So y'all have a lovely rest of your week. Happy weekend, and I will see you next week, friend.